Okay, so we have a problem that is asking for the amount of heat needed to warm the 10 grams of ice from negative 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So this problem is asking for the amount of heat needed. That means we're going to use the formula for specific heat, which is Q equals to mcT. Now you have a triangle beside the temperature. That means you're going to find the change in temperature, and to be able to find that, you need to subtract the initial temperature from the final temperature. Minus initial temp. Okay, now let us identify the numbers that are given. We have 10 grams, which means this will be our mass. We also have the specific heat of ice, which is 0.5 cal gram per Celsius. This will be our letter C. Okay, our specific heat. And the last one, we have the change in temperature. And to be able to find that, let us subtract the initial temperature, which is negative 10 degrees Celsius. Let us subtract it from 0 degrees Celsius, which will be our change time. Now, let us supply our numbers to our formula. So we have mcT, and that will be 10 grams. Let us multiply it to 0.5 cal gram per C and multiply it to 10 degrees Celsius. Now, let us look with the numbers first. We have 10 grams to multiply it to 0.5 cal, which will we have 5, and multiply it to 10, which we will have 50. Okay, now for our unit, we have gram here, we have gram here, we have Celsius here, we have Celsius here, and we are left with cal. So that means we have 50 cal, or we need 50 calories to warm the 10 grams of ice, changing the temperature from negative 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So this is another specific heat problem, and this one is asking for the amount of heat in calorie that is given off by the 200 grams of water from the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Now, before we answer the problem, let us remember that the specific heat of water is 4.19 joules. And the question is asking for calorie, which means we need to convert the 4.19 joules. And 1 calorie is equals to 4.19 joules. Okay? Now, again, this is a specific heat problem, so we're going to use the QMCT as our formula. Now, we have 200 grams as one of our given, which means this will be our mass. We also have the calorie. We're going to use the 1 cal because the question is asking for calorie. This will be our specific heat for water. And the last one is our temperature. And to be able to find it, again, the final temperature minus the initial temperature. So we have 20 degrees minus 100, and that will be negative 80. So we have already the numbers, the given numbers. We need to supply it to our formula, which will be mcT, which will be 200 grams, multiply it by 1 cal gram per C, and multiply it to 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, now for our unit, let us cancel all the same units. We have 200 times 1 times 80. So we will have 16 calories. Okay, so that means 16,000 calories is given off by the 200 grams when it is cooled down from 100 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius.